Good evening, everyone. October the 1st is the World Day Against the Death Penalty. The United Kingdom supports the abolition of death penalty and together with the overwhelming majority of countries calls for moratorium on the use of death penalty. The General Assembly resolution notes that there is no definitive evidence to prove the deterrent effect of death penalty, and the implementation of death penalty of any gradual miscarriage of justice and failure are irreversible and remedial. The resolutions state that the moratorium on the use of death penalty would contribute to respect for human dignity and strengthen and progressive the development of human rights. However, evidence from around the world shows that the death penalty can be an effective deterrent, and if there is no miscarriage of justice in the court, there will be not have any irreversible risk of miscarriage of justice. In fact, although South Korea still retains the death penalty system in law, but since December 1997, Kim Il-sung government on the exclusion of 23 criminals after death penalty has not excluded the death penalty anymore. However, an average of 800 people were sent to the courts each year for murder between 1998 to 2007, and the number of killers increased by 32% between 1998 to 2007, when the death penalty was suspended. China should not abolish the death penalty. Some Chinese people say that many developed countries has abolished death penalty and shows the progressive development of human rights. In fact, most of countries which abolish death penalty successfully are the countries in Europe which have high security and low crime rate. China should not simply follow with this country because this country has different national conditions with China. China needs sentencing to deter the crime. For example, in 2015, there were 9 serious cases in China, which is the family member of patients killed the doctors, and they only got criminal detention for only 4 years. The result of this was the number of doctors were killed are continuously increasing in this year. The cost of crime in China is very low, and it is predictable that if China abolishes death penalty, the numbers of murder will be increased. However, one thing China can be improved is limit the number of capital crime. We noticed that China's decision in August 2015 to reduce the number of capital punishment from 55 to 46 people, and it will be continue to support Chinese further restrictions on the use of capital punishment. And this is today's news. Thank you for watching.